Yo, what's up, diggity dogs? Give me a high five! In the last episode, we finally discovered where the we discovered two abilities, the Crystal Heart and the Dream Nail. This is a dream tree. If you remember those unsightly plants from earlier, this is what they do. They give us these dream brownie point things, dream cookies. But sadly, we do not get to eat the dream cookies. Any of them. Team Cherry's hogging all the dream cookies to themselves. When you dream now it again after doing it, dead remembered, penchant moth dreams, revered. Hadouken! Here are these guys again. Stop there, those who try to leave this kingdom are cursed, better to rest up here, until time itself sleeps, hope and freedom. I thought the strength alone could grant me these things in my dreams. I would cut that plague with my nails, and then I turned in my weapon upon the king. When I awoke in this sacred place, I began to understand those who hope are already doomed. Do you still hope, wonder, will you flee, or will you raise your weapon and doom us both? And here are the warrior dreams. Heal up quickly. Heal up quickly again. Missed me. And now he does it. Do you know what's better than 2? 4! 4 is better. Nope, 4 is the worst number of them all. Dang it. These Dreamnail bosses, I mean, they're they're not pathetic, but most of them are pretty easy. And while I have great respect for Team Cherry's coding ability, I can tell that these must have been pretty easy bosses to program. They're just floating images with floating projectiles. Relatively easy, that is. Good bosses, but they're obviously relatively easy to program. I mean, compared to the ridiculous stuff they must have had to do for the other bosses. Here's a hidden area. The Dream Shield, it's not. I'd say it's a charm, not a good one, not a bad one. It's just a charm. Charming to own it. You just know she, just from her voice, you can tell she's just high on cactus juice or something. I mean, when I give, Holy MacGuffins... Yeah, and I missed Cornifer. Because of course I did. then we have another area to visit. Like, if you'll see, this thing's fragile. We bust through here. Yep, these are easily some of the more enemies in the game. I don't even know what they're supposed to be, and they give me the skis. There you'll find an elevator. Hadouken! Oh, and those guys do 2 damage. Gonna need extra Hadouken. And I mean, they're huge, they're quick, but they have very low health. All bark and no bite. Judging by the direction I'm going in, you're probably wondering if I'm on my way to that quest, and the answer is no. Nope. Not even close. Ugh. There's the Soul Eater charm. That da-da-da-da-da-da. Dun dun! That anime is awesome, by the way. There's another Wanderer's Journal, and there's that guy, so dark. What really makes you wonder what the Okay, we're just gonna go, I still meant to do that. And I am so going to get myself killed 2 seconds. And those are easily some of the toughest enemies in the game, the Husk Guards. Trust me on that one, at least. Don't fight them unless you know exactly what you're doing. Here we have the Blue Lake. I mean, you know, Team Cherry was just trying to create an iconic moment with that. There's the Rancid Egg. Never use these, never will. And I fell right in the middle of the lake. And if you're, like I said, if you're wondering why it's always rainy in the City of Tears, it's because it's built right underneath the lake, and the water damage somehow hasn't completely destroyed the city. I'll take that. Long nail. Quick focus, that's always going to need that. Shaman stone. Shaman stone, not the shaman stone. And may as well just buy those two to round everything out. I mean, I'm probably not going to be buying those, ever going to use them, but it's worth owning. Alright, what's she thinking? I know I don't want to know what she's thinking, but should probably know it anyway. Dear, dear, I really must pull together. I must cure complex creature. It's just divine. Okay. Well, I mean, if she sets up shop here, you're halfway to anywhere, am I right? Now we're going to cross the Blue Lake again, using the Jesus speed thing. Walk on water. There's also the Jesus lizard. We all know, like, surprised they didn't make that joke on the Wild Kratts episode. Not worth it fighting you. And here's the elevator, which you'll, if you saw the last time when we met Hornet at that pretty statue, we found that thing, but we'll also, there's we can walk, we're back in the City of Tears, which is still underneath that idiot lake. It's one thing to build a cool giant city underneath a lake, but there's also building it under a graveyard while you're at it. And here we have a random cave, or at least it looks like a random cave for now. No point in that yet. And smash, and here are the husk dandies. The story behind them is that, like, they grew so weak from living in civilization that they grew fat and soft. Hadouken! Your stupid civilization stands no chance against my Hadoukens. Hadouken! Heal. Well, nice try, Bugs, but I already spent all my gold. You know, speaking of lakes, there used to be this lake we used to go to. I missed that lake. Now to take the elevator. Usually I take the stairs, except it was, the stairways really smells really bad, and, it's, and here's where we, Hadouken! Whack. Whack. Hadouken! 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 I'm not even using Hadouken and I'm shouting it. That's how badass I am. Hadouken! I really need to get another nail upgrade. And here we have the third vessel fragment, which should, with that, as you can see, that mask is shocked to know that I have a third vessel fragment, and that probably represents you and me somehow getting a third vessel fragment. Nope, we can't dream now any of those guys. And we're in the homes of the 1%, apparently. I remember it's the 1%. I was only a boy when my parents were Ponzi schemed in the back alley. That guy knew the fists of fury. But my fists, well, I'll hope. And here we are in the King Station. And in the eastern end of the city. The city of Boo-Hoo. And I think that's a wrap for today, for this episode. Good night, everybody!